Hello, I'm Joshua with Gongs Unlimited, and this is an assembly video for the single gong stainless steel Tone of Life travel gong stand. And it is a very compact setup. Here's the parts that come with the stand, which are pretty much all together already in the telescoping parts. This is the structural spine of the whole stand, which has three interlocking tubes already set in. So that is the structural spine plus two telescoping legs and the actual structural curve for the hook, the gong hook, plus one extra wing bolt in case one of these fantastic wing bolts gets lost. So I'll set that aside and on top aside. And to assemble, it is very simple and quick to set up. The first thing that you want to do, starting with the center spine of the whole stand, which is these three telescoping tubes, is to pull out the fourth tube, which is on the inside down into here. You want to make sure that these are all loose, especially the top one, and pull out that piece. This is the square tube that's going to meet the top gong hook piece when we get to that part. So we want that to be out before we begin. It doesn't matter how far out, as long as it's not out too far, but just out a little bit and then tighten that top piece so we have access to this later. And then we're going to come to the feet. So setting this up as the corner spine where the stand is going to be, we'll take the two legs, the 2 feet, with the main part and a telescoping leg out, and this rubber padded feet is going to be pointed towards the ground, and there is a welded on top set stopper on the piece. We're going to slide this into the sleeve until it hits that part. I want to make sure that it hits that part all the way and that the bottom foot is pointed down to the ground. And then we're going to tighten this set bolt. Tighten it, and the same thing on the other side. Point the rubber foot down, slide this in until it hits that stop, and tighten the bolt. Set that down. And then, given your space, you can make this have a pretty small footprint, but we're going to pull the feet out as far as we can for carrying a big gong. And as I pull this out really far, there's an indent, like a drilled indent in the piece that indicates that I've pulled it out too far. When you see that circular indent right there, you want to put that back in. Actually, put that back in just past where this bolt would be, right in there somewhere, and tighten. That is the full extension of the stand. Same thing on this side. Pulled out, so I pulled out too far. Back in, just put that indent back in towards this bolt and lock it in. And there's the feet. And then the structural back spine of the whole stand with double set bolts along the telescoping extensions. So I'm going to pull this up a little bit as high as I want and tighten one and tighten the other a little bit so they're both a little bit tight, and then tighten them tighter together. And given the two bolts meeting two axes of bolts, this allows it to hold a lot of weight. So this very minimal structure has a lot of mechanical access points to hold a lot of weight. So pull this up to whatever height I want it to be and tighten. One, the other one a little bit, and then tighten. And then the third one up here is that last piece that I had set in the very beginning. I'm gonna come down and attach the actual gong hook to that piece. So loosen these. Slide them on. I'm gonna tighten this. So they're both a little bit tight, and then tighten, tighten. And then I can pull this with these. I'm loosening the back here. I can pull this up and down to whatever height I want. Tighten a little bit, tighten a little bit, and then tighten. And that is the Travel Tone Alive stainless steel single gong stand, up to 42 inch, and I've got a 26 inch gong over here to set. Perspective. And there it is.